What is up, guys? Today we're back with another video. Today's video is not going to be for everyone, but it's a video I want to do. And some people like these type of videos, and if maybe this video doesn't interest you, maybe you'll fall asleep due to boredom. But yeah, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you my headphone collection. I am an audio enthusiast. I have loved headphones, earbuds, music all my life, and I would buy endless amounts of headphones, earbuds, because I knew they all sounded different, and it was like cars for me. That was the easiest way I could explain it to people, because people would be like, well, you have earbuds, there's nothing wrong with them. Why are you buying new earbuds? Why do you need new earbuds? And it was always a hard question to answer and to persuade somebody. Or not really persuade, but help them better understand. So there is a very, very deep lore of headphones, just like ASMR. And if it wasn't for headphones and music and sounds, then I wouldn't be filming these videos for ASMR. So it all kind of leads to one path. But yeah, so I thought I would show you my headphone collection today. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 pairs currently that I'm going to show you today. We're going to talk about them, maybe do some tapping on them. Maybe we can get some ASMR out of them. Maybe. But if not, hopefully the soft speaking, or maybe the whispers, or the shell tappings will put you to sleep. So, I don't want to start on a bad note, but these were the closest to me. I just threw them out here in my area and didn't put them in order or anything. But so my first pair we have right here are a pair of Sennheiser 280 Pros, and these are my least favorite. That's why I said I didn't really want to start on a low note, but I'm in a good mood, so we're not really starting on a low note, are we? So these are the Sennheiser HD 280 Pros. You've probably seen a lot of people use these on podcasts and stuff. If you've ever wondered what they sound like or how comfortable they are not comfortable at all. This is the most uncomfortable headphone I've ever worn in my life. Truly, it is the most uncomfortable headphone I've ever worn in my life. Now, the great thing with headphones is they're very subjective, and there can be bias. So not everybody's ears are the same, not everybody's acoustics are the same, and that's why I love this hobby, because everyone has a different opinion and there's something for everyone, kind of like ASMR. So when I say people have different acoustics, literally some people have more tissue in their ears, so sound hits it different. Some people have less tissue, so it's more hollow, sound hits it different. Your ear shape, your head shape, the type of closure. If you have long hair and you don't get it out of the way, then you don't get a tight seal. Short hair, if you go and get a fade, then you're gonna have one of the best seals. Headphones are crazy, and honestly, I've looked into seeing if there's headphones that are specifically made for ASMR, and I can't find anything really. There's a lot of research and a lot of deep research, I mean, for lack of better words, you can do to find certain headphones that have better frequency response, which is basically the different levels of sound, and those sounds being the ones that are most ASMR happens in, if that makes sense. So if, let's say you have a range of 0 to 100 and ASMR has its best sounds in 50, you want to look for a good headphone that has good range in the 50 That's as simple as I can put it. So if y'all are interested, I will actually tell you what my favorite headphone is for ASMR and why I think it's a really good choice. But yeah, we have the Sennheiser 280 Pros. They have these real nice thick cushions, but surprisingly, they make them not the most comfortable. These, like I said, these hurt my head, my ears, everything, and the sound is terrible. But these are a staple in the industry, and one of the only reasons I have them is because they're so cheap. And I was able to, or I was unable to return them because the one time I decided to not unbox them carefully, I ripped the box, and it pretty much deems you can't return them. I mean, I guess you could, but it's harder to like return them. They're gonna ask questions. They're gonna, oh, why is the box damaged? You know, it's always easier and smoother if the box is not damaged. So that's the Sennheiser HD280 Pro. I know most of the names, but there's a lot of numbers here. Next, we can go with these. As you can tell, these are destroyed. These are my Audio Technicas, and they are obliterated. As you can see, they are obliterated. They still work, but this is my most, I'd say most modded and most used headphone. I have had this headphone for 7 years. I think 7 years, and I have changed the ear cups on it. So I do have replacements for these, but the originals keep the sound. That's the other thing, is with ear cups you can alter the tuning of a headphone so it will have more bass, less bass, more treble, less treble, so on and so forth. But the silver piece on this end is gone. The ear cups are destroyed. The top headband's destroyed. I've replaced the cord because the mic broke. I've replaced these a lot and modded these a lot. They will take a beating. They're also good at modding. The reason these are also so dry rot and destroyed is storage, and also I was bad to wear these straight out of the shower and the water would corrode them. But yeah, these are the Sennheiser M50s. You can actually lay them flat like this. But yeah, that's those. We'll get back to those because those actually fall into the case of one of the best ASMR headphones. So if you want some good ASMR headphones, these are really good for that. These are my go-to for ASMR. They have nice bass, but they're not too muddy. Muddy means the bass is overpowering. So yeah, these are really good for ASMR. These are my go-to. I don't know what type of ASMR everybody listens to. I guess they listen to mine. But these are good for very low frequencies. They just hit really good with ASMR. If you're looking for good headphones for ASMR, I recommend these. These are like $150 though, so they're quite expensive. But Audio Technica makes more affordable headphones, and it's in the same line, just each one's an upgrade. And you can get like the 20s, these are the 50s, you can get the 20s for like, I want to say like $50. It's actually insane. They're not as comfortable though. Then we have the Sony MDR 7506. Yeah, I got that right. And these are really nice. These also fold up like this, and they're really good headphones. They swivel a little bit. A lot of people use these for broadcasting, DJ, podcasting, and they're really good. And they're really flat though. So this goes back into the fact of how I'm talking about every headphone sounds different. And so these are very flat, meaning there's no emphasis on bass. So they're not bass boosted, to put it simple and lightly. They're not very trebly, meaning the high sounds are not way out there, nor is the bass, nor is the vocals. So these are a very flat, neutral headphone with like no bass boost, no treble boost, no mid boost. I'm trying to put this in a way to make it easy to understand, because when I first started this hobby, I did not understand all of these terms, and it took me a while to learn the terminology and stuff. But yeah, essentially these are a nice, balanced, clean sound. If you've ever listened to headphones and you felt like you were drowning because the music, with these you will not feel like that, because they're very clean, although they still do have good bass. I have 3 more pairs here, so I'll save these for last because those are my best pair. Next we have these Sennheiser 569s, and they are the most comfortable headphone I've ever wore. I don't know if you can see the memory foam there, but they have amazing ear cups. Most comfortable headphone I have ever worn. And they really hug your ears. This was the headphones I actually showed in a couple of videos ago where the headband messed up, and I was talking about fixing them and ordering some parts off of Amazon to mod them. And that night I also ordered some more lightsabers, so I have more lightsabers coming for lightsaber and light videos, so I hope you appreciate that. So I have, I have that coming up as well. These are a really good headphone. These are my favorite closed back. Also getting into open and closed back. Essentially, an open back means you can see the grill and that sound can escape and go both ways, whereas a closed back is more for privacy. Nobody can hear what you're listening to, but it has a less natural sound and your stuff will echo. Imagine a closed back being you talking directly into a wall, and you stand in the middle of a room being an open back. So you can have reverberations, it can double, it's like reverb with closed back. Whereas open back, you don't have to worry about that, sound goes in and out. Imagine like you have a roll of tape on a pencil, right? And you can push it back and forth. That would be open back. It's equal, it's natural, it's fluidity, however you say that. And then closed back would be like, you have your fist close on the pencil and it can't really move back and forth. That would be closed back. So next we have another pair, almost at the end here. These are the DT770s. I have also showed these in previous videos. I said that they look like bongos. And if you hit them hard enough, not too hard, if you tap them hard enough, I guess you can kind of make them sound like bongos. But these are my second favorite closed back. These are extremely comfortable. They are pretty flat, just like the Sonys, but these have a little bit more color to them. And what color means is essentially fun. So these are more fun to listen to than the Sonys, and that is because they have more bass, they have a wider sound stage, which means how big a sound sounds. So with these bigger drivers, they have more room, and so they're able to produce more sound. It's able to move around more, and yeah, like if you've ever I don't know, there's more room for the sound to go, if that makes sense. These are also one of my favorites. So These two are my favorite closed backs. Absolutely love these two. I'm working on getting another open back, which is what I'm going to show you next. So next, if you've been wondering what an open back is this whole time, I've been waiting to show you because these are my absolute favorite headphones. These are the Sennheiser 58X from drop.com, and they are absolutely amazing. I'm not afraid to admit this because like I said, I'm a very organic creator and very truthful. So going back to what I was saying is I'm not afraid to admit this. When I put these headphones on and listened to them for the first time, I almost wanted to cry tears of joy. It was like, I can't explain the feeling. It was like a longing for like a long lost friend had finally met me again and gave me a hug. These are the best headphones I've ever heard in my life. And now, these are my go-to. If I can listen to these are my go-to. And the reason I say if I can listen to these is because these are open back. So this is what open back is. This isn't the best example because this type of headphone is hard to see the open back pattern. But essentially what it means is it has a grill and sound is able to escape and go in. And it has a more natural sound, a huge sound. And essentially it can utilize your room or the area around you to make your music sound better. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely crazy. If you ever have the opportunity to experience an open back in your life, I highly recommend it. There is no better way to listen to music. Some open backs are even more better than home stereo systems. It's amazing. That's how amazing open backs are. They're literally some of the most pure enjoyment you can get out of music come from open backs. Now, the reason you don't see open backs a lot is because open backs leak out sound. So people around you can hear what you're listening to. So if you're doing things you shouldn't be doing, then you wouldn't want to wear these. And but otherwise, they are some of the best headphones ever. And they don't leak too bad. It's kind of like if you've ever been on the phone with somebody, but they're not on speakerphone. That was a great example somebody gave me. If you're literally sitting like 3 feet away from somebody, you can maybe hear a little bit what they're hearing, but not completely. But these are the most like immersive way to listen to music. I absolutely recommend buying an open back pair of headphones. If you've never bought a pair, if you're able to own a pair, I highly recommend it. You can get a really good pair for about $60. It's the Philips. Just type in Philips open back. That is basically everyone's entry point into open backs. You can get them for like $60-$80. They're amazing for gaming. It will sound like you're literally taking shots if you're playing Call of Duty. It's amazing. Now, to end this video, because like I said, I know some of y'all will not be interested in this video, and I know some of y'all will watch my videos regardless because you like my videos and you want to support me, and I thank you for the ones who do watch this video. So that means a lot to me. So now we're going to get into it real quick to finish this video. So my favorite closed backs are these two. It's the Sennheiser HD 569s. These are my favorite closed backs. So if you want a closed back recommendation from me or a good headphone from me, these are the Sennheiser HD 569s. These are my absolute favorite closed back, and my secondary favorite closed back is the DT770s. They're also really good, but I do prefer these over the 770s just a little bit due to comfort and the sound they produce. So those are my favorite closed backs. My favorite open back is the Sennheiser 58X, HD 58X. These are my favorite open back, and my only open back, and I'm thinking about getting another pair. Going back to these now, the price point on these, I believe I've seen them going for about 125, 128 ish right now on Amazon. So if you're looking to get these are on sale for like 125, 128 ish. The DT770s, they usually run about 150 to 160. I think the highest I've seen them is like 180. So if you want those. And then, like I said, we have the Sennheiser 58X's here, which are my favorite headphone overall, but they are open back. Do some research into open back. If you would like to purchase these though, these are about, I think these are 170, 180, but they're totally worth it. Now, to get into something that may interest you if you've watched to the end of this video, is my favorite headphones for watching ASMR. These headphones utilize sound frequencies that are commonly in ASMR videos and are the best for ASMR. And I'll also throw in an honorable mention here. Go ahead and do it, because open backs are not the best for ASMR because you lose a lot of bass, but they still have bass and they're less isolating. So for ASMR, they're not the best, but if you can find ASMR videos that work with them, they are so realistic that you will literally shiver and feel like that person is literally in your room. That is what open backs feel like. So this is an honorable mention. Now, my favorite headphones for ASMR, and these are pretty much all the headphones that are in my price range. So my price range being 300 and below, because all these headphones right here are $300 or less. And so I've searched and searched and searched, and these are the best headphones I have found that I like myself. And so within these, there's a pretty good selection for headphones that are good for ASMR. And that is the Audio-Technica M50s. Like I said, these are amazing. They have really good bass, so all the ear sounds, the I'm trying to think of some good sounds, like ear cleaning because of the bass. They're amazing. If you're looking for a good pair of ASMR headphones, these are it. I would get these. I highly recommend these. They will obviously not look destroyed like mine. Mine are absolutely destroyed. I've had them for like 7 years. They also have different color variations, but they're amazing. Really good for ASMR. My second choice for ASMR would be the Sony MDR7506s. Like I was saying, hope that isn't too loud. These are very floppy. They're very sturdy, but they like swivel and stuff for transporting them. So these are my second favorite for ASMR. They're very flat, like I was saying. They're very balanced, which means everything is equal, which means you hear it as it was intended, which means you hear ASMR very good because everything is front and center and it will sound the same. So it will sound like it's actually happening to you, which is the whole point of ASMR. So these are my second go-to for ASMR, and these retail from anywhere for as low as $80 to $100. So these are also my second pick for ASMR. Anyways guys, I hope you like this video. I know it's not going to be for everybody, but I hope the people who do support me enjoyed this video, and if anything, I hope this was really boring and put you to sleep. But this is a video I wanted to do personally. I've always wanted to do a headphone review, and ASMR is one of those things, like I said, where it's so expansive that you can pretty much do anything. So here I am, I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm creating a new ASMR video, and I am finally doing that lifelong headphone YouTuber review and showcase that I've always wanted to do. So thank you for letting me live out this long life but short gold dream. And yeah, I just want to say I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the support. We're still coming up on 200 subscribers. That's amazing to me. I never thought it would happen. And yeah, so hope you like this video. Remember to like, comment, all that good stuff. I have more props coming in the mail, so we'll be doing new videos, different videos and all that. So yeah, thank you.